What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna try to make a video that kind of combines everything I've been talking about in all the videos in like one, I guess, cohesive video that just sort of like, it's like bang for your buck facts. This is a boxing workout from warm up to cool down, just kind of showing you the stages of how like I would approach, like if I wanted to right now, right this second, get a boxing workout, how would I do it? All right.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
I would recommend for beginners, always wrap your hands. If you want to hit with no gloves, even if you want to hit with gloves, wrap your hands and put the gloves over it. It's just enough protection for me, and I know what I'm doing too. So let's get started here. I got a few stretches in before the video. Try to get more stretches in. If you want to check out my favorite stretches video, I would recommend doing that routine. Those are just some really good full body stretches. But I got a few stretches in, so I'll just go ahead and show you. Warm up on the bag. And like I talked about in my boxing warm up video, one of the first things I do when I'm warming up is just establish my range. Right? It's always good to just figure out how far away you have to be from it to get a solid punch. Just establish your range. Every punch I'm throwing, taken with a grain of salt. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't really have to be anything, honestly. Just reminding my muscles what it feels like to hit a bag, right? So I'll kind of do this for a while. And as I find my range, as I get more comfortable hitting the bag, they'll get cleaner, right? And you can't see it right now, but this is also a good practice in footwork. You can do that as long as you want. And then once I go to the real warm up, I try building up those combinations. So I'm just gonna start with the jab, right? Just kind of hit the bag, jab softly, move around the bag, and just kind of jab, right? And you can add a cross in, you know, just slowly add it in, right? Just jabbing when you feel comfortable, you know, throw the cross in. It's still light, you know, I'm just getting warmed up. And boom, you see what I just did? I found a rhythm, I found a timing that I want to try, and so now I'm gonna try it, right? So I'll just do that now. I'll do that. That's gonna build the rhythm. I've been jabbing, I've been adding the cross, and now I've found a little rhythm that I can work with. So I'm just gonna jab, cross, right? And I'll do that for a while, right? Jab, cross, because the key is practice, right? The key is reps. Boom! Now I added another punch. It's building the rhythm. It's making the punch, the jab becomes muscle memory, the jab cross becomes muscle memory. Here in a second, the jab cross with a hook is gonna become muscle memory. And then before you know it, you'll be warmed up and just busting out all the combinations, right? So, right? This is a good time to make sure the form of your punches is correct, right? You're gonna be establishing your rhythm, you're gonna be establishing your distance, your range, and you're gonna be establishing your form all throughout your warm-up, right? That's gonna set the tone for the rest of your workout. So just know that when I'm, you know, throwing this jab, right, just like I talked about, snapping back, move your hips with your punches, and move that hip and dip a little bit, right? Dip with the hip, especially when I throw that hook. So just remember to implement your feet, keep your hips moving, keep your body moving, and make sure that you're working on form as well as timing and all. That's all I'm doing is telling you to just go with the flow, okay? So, if you gotta slow it down to get form right, jab, 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 cross, hook. You know, I wanna emphasize on turning that hip. So I'm gonna slow down, right, jab, 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 cross, hook, right, just that's fine. I'm getting warmed up, you know, like I said, this is just making sure we can even do that. This is the time where I kind of like to create my own combinations a little bit. You know, it's like a study hall for boxing, right? You're warming up. You're just seeing what works. So boom, I felt out the bag, I warmed up a little bit. Okay, let's do repetition, still punching softly, but now I'm just wanting to add more structure. Let's get some reps out. So I'll think, let's do whatever, 25 jab crosses. So I'll sit here, and now I'll hit a little bit harder, but still not hitting hard. And I'll do that, right? I'll boom. Catch your breath a little bit, and then back to 20, 25 to 50, right? You know. Right? So you're doing your sets of punches, whatever that is. In that example, it was jab, cross, and then just some active recovery in between those sets. And like I said, any sort of boxing combination can be a rep, and then repeating those combinations for however many times, that's a set, okay? And so now I'll just amp up the sets. So now I'll do jab, cross, hook. Say you want to do jab, cross, hook, right? That's going to be your step up combination that you're going to rep out next, right? Right. You know, do that like 20 times or something. My favorite personal combination is jab, cross, jab, hook, hook. I just love it. So that'll be my next one. You know, jab, cross, rep that out. Jab, cross, hook, rep that out. And then do like a really good combination, right? And rep that out. So, you know. So, you know, if you need to take a little 30-second break or something, go ahead and do it. Repping out the combination. And we're starting to get to the point where this is gonna become a workout. And so how do you get it to that point? You know, get yourself a timer, you know, set it to whatever, 2 to 5 minutes, and just tell yourself, no matter what happens in this 2 to 5 minutes, I'm just gonna keep boxing, okay? The only thing you need to keep in mind is consistency, your technique, and the same philosophy that's brought us through this workout is the buildup. Okay, so boom, we start the timer. You're gonna just do what you've been doing. Do your whole workout, you know, do all of your reps, all of your combinations that you've done to this point. Just do that in that timed window. All right, so now just start, and you can start hitting harder here. Not the hardest you can, but this is when you're gonna start turning it up. You know, just do your combinations, work through them. But the key is just constantly hitting the bag, you know, getting your timing, getting the flow, because that is what's gonna start your boxing flow. Right? You've gotten everything down, and now this is the part where you put it together. You put your rhythm, you put your timing, you put your reps, you put all that together, and you get the full experience. All right, now that we're warmed up, just start hitting the bag, right? Getting the full experience, right? Moving around the bag, staying active. And while you're doing these timed workouts, you're gonna build up the pace as you do it. All right, you're gonna build up. So by the beginning of this, you know, I'll be moving around the bag, practicing what I've been practicing, and then slowly but surely, you turn up the pace, okay? You punch harder. By the beginning of this, you'll be punching like this, right? By the end, you'll punch like this. Okay, and that is the only time in the whole workout that I'm gonna be hitting hard. Do a 30-minute workout, 3 minutes of that, 10% of that workout is only gonna be spent hitting hard.
Be water, my friend.
You get your flow state going, you max out at the end, that's it, all right? You don't wanna hurt yourself. That's the name of the game with all workouts. So, oh shit. So now, I mean, at this point, even just demonstrating this, I got a little sweat going. I mean, it's a great workout. Like, you can't go wrong with boxing, in my opinion. You really can't. And then after that, it's your cool down, okay? And your cool down is pretty much the same approach as what it was like in the middle of your workout when you had your rhythm, you had your timing, and you're just practicing your reps. Except you're just gonna be doing that a lot softer. And instead of doing that, starting soft and going hard, you'll start a little bit harder and soften up as you go. You're crisp, you know, you can take this opportunity to work a little more on power punches, right? But then as you move through your cool down, lighten up, all right? More output. This is output focused. And then congratulations, you've done a whole crescendo of a boxing workout. So now that I'm all loose and all ready to box, you know, I can take this time after my cool down to maybe work, you know, just work on that step before your hook, you know, or whatever problems you might have, whatever kinks you want to work out, you know. Your last bit of time to focus on technique, and since you've just got a whole boxing workout in, your body's primed and ready, so you'll be seeing pretty much the best of your technique, you know, if you did that crescendo right. So yeah, I mean, that pretty much does it. I just wanted to give you an idea of like what a whole workout looks like for me. So yeah, that's that. Just remember, warm up, build the timing, build the rhythm, get your reps in, and then do your timed workouts that get stronger and stronger until you're ripping at the bag, and then bring it right back down. Focusing on rhythm, focusing on output the whole time, making sure you have good technique. All right. So yeah, get a bag, practice, right? That's all there is to it. All right, guys, be safe, have fun. See you in the next video. Peace.